Yes, good morning, everyone. I will talk about the University of Cyprus implementation, where we mostly use the smart health links, and our scenario is a Cypriot citizen that might go to a hospital and want to take some diagnosis from a doctor, and the doctor does not have access to her medical record. So the user can share it. And as we can see, we create a persona Maria Pavlou that she is a cancer survivor. And she takes certain medication and has some hobbies, etc. So if we go to the next slide, we have a preview of our mobile application on how they create the smart health links. They will have the ability to select the allergies, the sections of the patient summary to share, and then they will configure their smart health link. For example, they will select the name of the link, enter some security measurements, and then it will be scanned by the user or the doctor. Depends on who he wants to share. If we go to the next slide, upon scanning, they will be redirected to our website where they will be prompted to authenticate themselves so we know who accessed it, and also add the passcode. And if you see in the right screen, we see that the doctor can view the patient summary of the patient. And this is what we tested in Plagathon. Next slide, please. So in the Plagathon, we had several tests. First of all, we tested the fire validation of our document, then tested in our mobile the creation of the smart health links and the ability to visualize and hold the links in the mobile. Also, our website was the receiver, which took the smart health links and visualized it. And also in our mobile, in both our systems, it could consume the patient summary and also have the ability to download the PDF file of or XML or file. And as you can see, we passed, we got for all our tests verified, and the only one that's partially verified, it's only because we had one minor error in the terminology, which we fixed, and we are pending for it to be verified too. So all our tests were successful. Next slide, please. What we did in the Plagathon, an overview, is that first of all, we registered our testings, and then for each test, we were creating a run. In the run, there were instructions on what we need to execute and upload some proofs. And upon submitting all the necessary proofs, we were asking moderators to evaluate it, and if they were satisfied, they would accept the test. And here is an example of one of our tests where it was verified, and you can see that we also had some proofs. Moving to the next slide. Okay, based on what we experienced in the Plagathon, we saw that with working with other teams in the Plagathon, it shows that the smart health links were quite effective and were easy to use. We and integrated in other systems, and also it was very easy to just give the link to the other system, and it will instantly visualize it with no errors or something. Also, I want to thank everyone that participated in the Plagathon because it was well organized. Every team came prepared, and we only faced some minor issues. For example, some terminologies that were not correct, and we did some manual changes. However, overall, we did not face any major issue, and the Smart Health Links protocol seems to be working effectively. One thing to improve is that Cyprus uses a CDA document. So we had an extra step that we had to convert our CDA to FIRE. Thankfully, Gnomon has implemented a very helpful tool for this purpose, and we used it. And there were only some minor changes some minor errors in the conversion with the terminologies. And that is why some of our validations were failing. However, with some manual adjustments, we were able to correctly fix the validations. Yes, but keep in mind that Gnomon did a great job creating this validator, and it's still in development. So I think they still have some changes to make. And also in the next slide, you can see the silver label that we received about the download and one single share sharing.